on this independently for 2 more minutes.
Oh.
Go through and decide which factors contributed to Jackie's success and who felt that way. I am going to put you into groups, but I want to explain where we're going to go. So if you are group 1, that means you're going to move to table 1. Group 2, table 2, so on, right? Group 7 and 8 are going to need to grab their clipboards. Well, actually just group 8. Group 8 will need to grab clipboards on their way to their spot. Group 7, I would like you to work at the table here, and group 8 on the carpet, okay? Another thing, hold on, nobody move yet. Another thing that you can take with you when you move to work with your groups is we have taken a lot of notes about Jackie Robinson as we were reading Sharon's book, Promises to Keep, and also Jackie's essay. You can take those with you as a reference to look through, to try and remember what perspectives or point of views each of them had on Jackie's being successful, okay? So if you have those in your reading notebook, because that's where most of them should be, is in your reading notebook, you can take your reading notebook to help when you move into your groups, okay? So the only thing that group 8 needs to grab in addition to their reading notebook is a clipboard so that they can sit on the carpet and work. Does anyone have any questions about what you need to do?
Sharon and for Jackie, you have their point of view listed. That's why you said you could use these. What do you see that's different than what you have written on your...
You got support from the family.
So where do you have support from family written in your notes?
Sharon Robinson.
Oh.
I knew that.
Fifth grade. I need your eyes up here for just a minute. 5, 4. Thank you. Okay, facilitator. Part of their job is to make sure that you're having conversations in your group. So that means they're saying, when somebody says that they believe that one of these is a belief of Sharon's or Jackie's, they're saying, what do you think? Do you agree? If I'm the facilitator in this group and Amy says that she thinks that someone fought a battle in a free society, I'll say, Johnny, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Make sure that the facilitator's job is to make sure those conversations are happening in your group, okay? That's how we can kind of check with each other.
Did I support from family or going to share? He said he had support of like
Jackie, you're the facilitator. So talk to your group. What would you say to Perla?
Also, yeah, Jackie.
Did you hear what she just said? No, so say it again.
And I feel like support from family should go to charity. He said that she had the support of the wife and the mother.
Do you agree with that? What did yours say? So that's your evidence that supports the point of view. What are your point of views from Sharon? Support from family. And what did she just say? So do you agree with her or do you disagree? Agree.
Perfect. I want you to sit up so that you can make sure that you see this and hear me. Allison, sit up please so you can hear me. Okay, so we've been listening to different conversations and a couple things that we've heard we just want to clarify. When we're looking at this list from the word bank of factors that contributed to Jackie Robinson's success, we're not looking for things that contributed to Sharon's success also. What we're doing with the word bank list is we're looking at these and we're saying these were factors, right? Which factor do we feel that Jackie thought was most important to him being successful? What factor do we feel like Sharon thought was most important to her dad being successful? Which one did they share? Which one did they both believe was most important to Jackie being successful? Oh, sorry, friends. So, when we're looking at that, the other clue that we're going to give you is that there should only be one written in each part. You're not going to use all of the words from the word bank.
Oh my God.
Okay? So, talk to your group again. If you used 5th grade, if you used all of these, then you need to have a little bit more conversation and narrow down what you feel like Sharon's point of view was, which one she thought was the most important to her dad's success, which one Jackie felt was most important to his success, and which one they shared that was most important to his success. Okay? All right.
Okay, so Sharon, she was a journalist, but we only get it right one thing. She had faith, and Jackie fought in the battle for society, and he had to have faith in that. And then he had faith in African American friends, and African friends. And then the African American fans stood up because all the people decided, oh, I'm famous, so like let's help people. And so like they helped people, and then the famous people that were African American, they're just like, oh, you guys should like totally stand up for your rights. And then so they did, and then they stood up for their rights. And then Sharon thought that family was more important, and it helped him. And then they both thought faith was important as well. And then Jackie believed fighting for a free society was important.
He keeps on going because he had his family. He didn't fight back because he had his family. He helped the kids scratch.
Oh my God.
For Sharon, she talked a lot about Jackie having a lot of support from family. And since we put them together, kind of, we put Rachel in the middle.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Did you put Rachel in the middle because you agreed that you felt she was the most important? Or did you put it in the middle because both Sharon and Jackie talked about her being the reason that he was most successful? He
They
did?
both talked about.
Okay, I'm going to challenge you to do something. I want you to reread his essay and see if he mentions Rachel in the essay.
3, 2, our voices should be off in 1. Thank you. Okay, so I have walked around and I've seen almost everyone has this part filled out of their Venn diagram. On the back, there's 2 sentences. It says, I used to think blank about Jackie and Sharon's point of view, or I still think blank about Jackie and Sharon's point of view. I want you to talk to your groups for a minute and then fill that out. Did your thinking stay the same about their point of views? If it did, tell me about it here under the I still think. If it changed, if you realized something from filling out this Venn diagram that maybe it was different than what you originally thought, then I want you to tell me about it here under the I used to think about Jackie and Sharon's point of view, but now I think this. Okay, so talk for the last few minutes with your group and tell me what you have decided. Did your thinking stay the same or did your thinking change?
I used to think that Jackie Robinson's life made him more successful, but after meeting with my group, I think that fighting, he was trying to fight for a battle for a free society, and other people around him kind of convinced him to help out, and he just made the world a lot more better because he helped.
So, I still think it's support from family, because if Jackie didn't get support from family, he wouldn't be the person he would be.
4, our voices should be off. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Okay, so as I was walking around and talking to each of the table groups, what I noticed is that we all came up with the same thing after we had discussions with our groups and talked about what we thought were the most important factors. For Jackie, what I saw that everyone had written down was that he fought in a free society, correct? Yes. For Sharon, she felt like the most important factor to her dad's success was the support of the family, correct? That's what we all had written down?
Yes.
And then in the middle was faith. They both felt like his faith was something that helped him to be successful, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I want us to do. I would like the facilitator to collect your papers, please. And hold on to them. I would like the facilitator to start a pile on Ms. Carter's table with those, and the rest of us can transition back to our desk.